If y'all notice that the lighting is different, once again, apologize for being late. I apologize for being late. If y'all notice something different with the lighting, it's because I had an issue yesterday after the live, and I actually broke um my lighting for my studio, for my lighting equipment. I gotta order a new bulb because the damn thing doesn't work without specific bulbs. So I gotta order a new bulb. So that's what had to get the lighting right, and that's what actually held me up, not a hangover or anything like that. Shout out to Yato. No, a regular night. Anyway, see, I don't go out much, so if I do go out and drink a little, I'm fine. It is what it is. Actually, I like this lighting we got going on. This shit is making my skin look brown and shit. Yo, shout out to that light. Yo, how's everybody doing this morning? Hope everybody had a beautiful night, beautiful morning, woke up, positive vibes. What up, G's up, Ray Bender, Lovely E. How you doing this morning? What up, Prince to Amir, Prime, Houston, SEO. How you doing, my brother? Kamel Hassan. How you doing, Kamel Hassan? Shout out to the Seeds of Malcolm X. That's a fact. What up, Real Drone? No, I didn't get on IG. I came home last night and forgot to plug my phone in. So the reason why I didn't get on IG is because I had no battery. So we could just clear that up. What up, Shelby? How you doing? And no, I'm not hungover. I appreciate you for caring, though. What up, Carrie, Bree Powell, Darren Moore, Miguel A. I want to get into something before we actually get into anything, so give me a second. What up, Ron Durr? He said, "Good morning, Jack Frost, BBN Network party people. What a time to be alive." Anyway, who else we got up here? Conrad Jones. I used to have a boss named Conrad, so every time I see that fucking name, I think of him. I'll be like, this he was a douchebag, but he taught me a lot. He taught me a lot about business, the applications of it in the real world, that you have to have a certain certain bite in order to be able to be successful in the big real world. Like, no matter what you learn in school, it's still the application of it. You feel me? Like, and that goes with anything. We got to learn a lot of things when you go to school. You got to learn a lot of things when you sitting in concert with others, when you're sitting around talking with others, chopping it up with others. But it's still how you apply these lessons that you learn. And I learned a lot from him, even though me and him didn't always have the best relationship. Yo, what up, Pac? Shout out to the haters watching in the shadows, already giving thumbs down. You still giving? I don't understand these. What up, Big Shad? Who else we got up in here? Shakes. What up, Shakes? Nah, I'm fine. Once again, pretty cool night. What up, Young Snow? What up, Jenny Lozano? What up, Lawrence Allen Santiago? Who else we got up in here? Top Dog here. He said, so yeah. What up, G Matic? What up, Jones? I'm just gonna call you Jones. What up, Jones? What up, Common Sense, Brandon Izari, Dion Coates, Black Apple Gallery. How you doing? Get Mo Music. All right, so let's get into it. Tariq Monroe, what's up? Oh man, let me plug this damn thing in. Anything I need to plug in. What the fuck? Before we go any further, I want to talk about the possibility of us having a BBN get together. We're gonna have a BBN. They want to call it the Frost Fest. That sounds dope. Whoever came up with that idea, shout out to you. Whoever came up with that name. So we want to have. I want to get into this real quick. What up, Dino Love? Appreciate you. Get more music. Just so we can be clear on a couple of things. And I want to talk about the Frost Fest first, and then I want to talk about what we're going to be doing when we bring back a Tonight Show, and then after that, we're going to get straight into whatever the conversation is about to be about. So one of the things that I want to say, a while back, I got into an argument. I'm not going to say an argument, but a disagreement with somebody. And I explained the reason why I don't want to talk about sports on the channel is because if we're talking about sports, I'm going to be talking about real shit where people are just going to be saying whatever because they're fans of an individual. So I said one of the main reasons why I don't want to talk about sports on the channel has to directly do with LeBron James fans. A lot of them think that he is incapable of doing absolutely anything, and he's not. And specifically, the argument was LeBron James cannot guard Damian Lillard, right? Check with an actual.
Very caught up in positions. They were created so that a novice could follow the game. You are your skill set. But since we're going there, let me go there. Magic Johnson was a point guard. Scottie Pippen was a point forward. Okay. LeBron James will initiate offense, but you think he's going to be guarding Dame Lillard or Steph Curry? That's the point guard's job.
I just want to prove my point, even though it was after the fact. LeBron James cannot guard no damn Dame Lillard. Stop it. Whoever the fuck said that. I don't even think you're in the community no more. I think you eventually got yourself fucking hit in the face with your bags. LeBron James cannot guard Dame Lillard. Now let's move on. All right, so for everybody that want to know about the Frost Fest real quick, this is how we're going to be doing it. Shout out to Glasgow. That's a fact. All right, I had an actual ex-NBA player explain that LeBron James can't guard Damian Lillard. And then I'm assuming Tariq Monroe, you know, he's also an NBA player, current NBA player. Anyway, so as far as the Frost Fest is concerned, the way we're gonna do it is we're going to if we're gonna see how the funding goes for it. I don't want you to donate though. I don't want nobody to donate. I'm not gonna set up anything. I don't want donations to it. Buy merch. When you buy merch, that money that you're buying merch for the next month is gonna directly go to funding the event. If possible, I'm gonna try to have a couple of artists there, you know, underground, up and coming artists or whatever, that they could go and they could perform. We will be going live at one point or another there. We will be doing a lot of stuff with the channel on IG and on YouTube here. We're going to be doing a lot of things, but that's if we get it going. It's all going to depend on how the funding goes. I'll ask Seiko. I'll see if I can get in contact with him and ask him. That's a fact. I think he will. Well, if he doesn't have anything planned, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't. That's the point I'm trying to say. So, it all has to do with the funding. If we can't get funding for the event, then obviously we can't do it. So we need people to go buy merch. Could we have links up in the links for the merch up in the chat, please? The monies that we make in the next month is going to go directly to the funding the project. Also, I want to say this. We have to figure out a way, because I'm pretty sure people are going to come troll us in live. They're going to come, eat up the food, make jokes about how they ate the food up, and they hate they hate BB and they hate Jack Frost. So we are going to figure out a way to work around that. It might be a situation where anybody that's actually wearing merch, your food and is going to all be free. And if you're not wearing merch, you might have to actually donate in order to be involved on the spot. You feel what I'm saying? But most likely the way that we're going to have it is, if you got on merch, then everything is going to be free, period. And then also by you copying merch right now, that gives us an idea of how many people are going to be there. So we know, so we don't buy too much or too little of anything, whether it be food, whether it be drinks, whatever the case might be. It might be a BYOB or whatever, because we would hate for somebody to call the government on us and say we're giving out drinks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause these niggas, they want me dead, yo. Anyway, yeah, they got all 20 of them sneaking through saying they hate BB and these delicious hot dogs. You funny Pac. So that's the way that I'm looking to do it. I mean, if we get 30 people to come through, I consider it a success. So we get about 30 people to come through, I would consider that a success. All right, a big success. So, but we're gonna see how it is. We need y'all to buy merch, cop merch, because the merch is actually what's gonna pay for the event. All right, so I just want to let everybody know that. I haven't checked out the China Mac Hassan videos yet. I kept seeing them. I'm usually cautious about talking about other YouTube content creators because some people, they deal with so many trolls that whenever another content creator speaks out, it's kind of like piling on. So Son Campbell is one of those people that he deals with so many trolls. So I try to not get too caught up or involved or create a situation where I might be speaking negatively about somebody that does what I do. I am never clout chasing. Y'all got to understand that. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure if you go to the site, somebody could put the links up for the merch, please. Somebody could put the links up for the merch, please. But I'm pretty sure that if you go to the site, they'll be able to tell you stuff. Also, anybody who is just not gonna, I'm gonna go look for some merch links. Anybody who is not gonna be there, but you want to help with the event or help with the funding of the event, and show, you could always just buy merch. I don't want people sending me money. I'm not trying to get no money from nobody, but I do want to have funding. So that's why I would just prefer, if you want to help fund the event, just buy some merch. Well, I haven't actually heard what the argument is, so I don't know what China Mac and I don't know what they're currently arguing about. I have no idea. I have zero idea what they're currently arguing about, just to be honest with you. So I guess I'll check it out, but we could discuss it on Morning Coffee, but I don't know if I'm going to make a video about it because, like I said, there's just too much of shenanigans going on YouTube right now, and I don't want to get involved with any of it. You feel me? Oh, what they're doing is lame shit. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to call shit fake, but maybe they, warring with each other on purpose for a reason. I don't know what to say. Maybe they purposely warring. I don't know. Here go a couple of links for anybody that might want to cop anything or look around and see what you might want, if you might want something. Here are a couple of links. I mean, I look at it like this, yo. Look, we got 86 people in here. We don't even got 50 likes. So, I'm not sure that the event is actually going to happen at this time. So we're going to see what happens. If we could get the event going, and we'll get the event going. If we can't get the event going, and we won't. It is what it is. Either which way, I just want to bring y'all something. If y'all would like, I want to make a thing out of it. Hopefully we could have a couple of people that are friends of the network might show up with with their products and with their, and get involved. Get involved, bring their platforms over. That'd be dope. No, I haven't heard the Joyner Lucas jump off. Frost, can we agree that Harv could have seen all the paperwork with the case? And if so, he feels strongly that 6ix9ine hasn't said anything right. Okay, so once again, your lawyer has to let you know what's going on. So 9 times out of 10, Harv's lawyer has put him on to the evidence that the state has against them. The state can't hold evidence and then at the last minute be like, look what we got. They gotta be upfront with the evidence. They can't try to trick you. So that's why when people be like, oh, we need to say the paperwork, it's like, well, shit don't become paperwork until after we go to court. Before we go to court and it's just evidence, it's not something that is made public. But after we go to court and it's actually used as evidence, then now it becomes paperwork. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I get that. Where an individual can have turn evidence against you, but because you don't go to court or because nobody goes to court, it doesn't actually get on any type of paperwork. If there's no actual court case because the person copped out, then the paperwork won't exist. You have to go to court in order to make paperwork. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why when people be like, yo, we got to see the paperwork, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, really? Do you know how this works? Now, sometimes when a person pleads, they have to say what their part in the case was. And sometimes when a person says what their parts in the case is, they have to name other people and they have to name co-conspirators. So that's another way to have paperwork. But mostly the only people that know exactly what's going on is the lawyers involved and the the individuals that are being either accused or the clients of the lawyers. That's who knows what's in the case. So could Harv have seen what was going on? Harv allegedly knocked out Shotty. So that's your opinion. It's what you grasp from it. We have Harv knock Shotty out, right? Or hit Shotty, or a situation happened where they had an altercation. I'm pretty sure there was security and everybody else there. So I don't know about the whole knocking out part. One, we don't call people names. I'm assuming that you're trying to be funny. So we don't know about the whole knocking out part, just to be perfectly honest with you. But we do know that there was an altercation. You understand what I'm saying? So Harv has an altercation with Shotty. Fubenga comes on the platform and tells us that his lawyer said that Shotty is talking on him. So his lawyer says that Shotty is talking on him. So with that being said, obviously it seems to me like there's a good chance. Now the situation, what up, Blackwater? The situation between Shotty and Harv also could have zero to do with the actual case, and it can be a personal issue because once again, these FBI agents have been on these dudes for a long time, and it seems like even though they probably had it they were already involved in the gang. They had a whole bunch of shit going on. It does seem like nobody really got arrested until after this happened. Now, with that being said, if the whole entire reason why Harv is locked up currently is because of that one crime that he was allegedly involved in, if that's the reason why Harv is locked up, right? Who told on him? Because Tekashi didn't tell on him. Tekashi, as far as I know, is saying that he didn't see the assailants. So if Tekashi is saying that he didn't see his assailants, who told on Harv? Why was it out in the street already? Everybody in the street knew what happened. Everybody in the street knew what happened. But the FBI can't go off of that. The FBI need actual hard facts in order to prove in court. How does the FBI know? Why would the FBI think Harv had anything to do with anything? Now, it could always go off of my belief that all of these guys were being tracked for a long period of time by either the feds or by the police. But why? You understand what I'm saying? So there's a lot going on here. They're gonna go to court. If they go to court, more than 6ix9ine is gonna have to take the stand, because I'm telling you right now, Harv's whole entire defense against whatever the hell 6ix9ine says is gonna revolve around the fact that we cannot believe a word that comes out of 6ix9ine's mouth, which honestly you can't. Well, I'm gonna Tiana says Caribbean says they were being tracked since Mel was involved with Jim Jones. Now, I'm not gonna argue that point, but I am gonna say, then why is Jim Jones, they didn't catch Jim Jones for nothing? Sorry about that, Venom. My voice is kind of fucked up, y'all, if y'all can't hear it. So it's not that I'm not highly motivated. I just have a different light in here, and that shit is fucking cooking me right now. That light is fucking cooking me, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. AK dropped a post on the gram, and Snoop called 6ix9ine a rat. Why wouldn't Snoop think 6ix9ine is a rat? Snoop is all the way on the other side of the world. Also, Snoop might be calling 6ix9ine a rat might have more to do with academics than it does to have to do with 6ix9ine. Excuse me. Yeah, but that might have more to do with academics. Y'all forget, a lot of people, it's cool to not like academics for some strange reason, right? It's cool. So whenever academics is doing something, you could, clown them. It's cool to clown academics. Chilling Grams, what's up? What up, Grind? So it's cool to hate on academics, to clown academics. That shit is cool. So who isn't to say that more than anything else, Snoop was just clowning academics? But one thing that you might notice, there are a couple of rappers that have come out recently and for no reason at all called 6ix9ine a rat, called him a snitch. So why is that? Snoop don't got shit to do with this. Who was the other fucking Jim Jones said it a couple of days ago, but he's at least involved in the situation. Why would Snoop say it? But once again, I'm pretty sure that by the end of all of this stuff, by the time everything comes out, people will be looking at 6ix9ine differently. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, but people are going to be looking at 6ix9ine differently by the time all of this comes out. That's just my opinion. I think that people are going to have a yeah, I got different lighting. My lighting equipment, I fucked up. I broke the bulb. So I'm using a different bulb today with a whole different jump off. The shit's coming in the mail. It should be fixed by Monday. I'm just saying, nobody has any of this energy for Shotty, and people in the case that are actually in the case seem to be more angry at Shotty than they are at fucking 6ix9ine, but nobody talks about Shotty. No one says anything about Shotty. Now, see, this is the point. This is what I've always been trying to say, right? When I first started talking about Shotty on this channel and his case or whatever he has to do with this particular situation, it was not to call Shotty a snitch. Let's be clear on that. It was to say, at that point that I started speaking about him, everything that we knew about what was going on with Shotty was similar to the things that was going on with 6ix9ine when people started calling 6ix9ine a snitch. Shout out to Deontay. What up, my brother? What up, Rio? Did I say what's up, Rio? So my whole point was, why aren't people keeping that same energy? Why haven't people kept that same energy? You understand what I'm saying? I haven't heard the trigger man isn't arrested. So who to snitch on? Anybody here heard about the trigger man being arrested? I haven't heard about the trigger man being arrested. I have no idea what you're talking about. So who did he snitch on? Yeah, but we haven't heard about the trigger man being arrested. We haven't even heard anybody has looked. The police are looking for anybody. So who did he snitch on? Kuda admitted he didn't do the shooting. Kuda didn't, as far as I know, he didn't say who did the shooting. So who did he snitch on? Okay, so you said, I see what you're in here to do. I'm about to just hit you in the face with your bags. You're not doing this. I heard allegedly Kuda has two snitch on the trigger man. Pardon me. I apologize. He's already signed his deal. He hasn't snitched on the trigger man, and he already signed his deal. Kuda B's deal was signed. He hasn't snitched on anybody. I haven't heard that he had to do anything. I 100%, right? I 100% understand what people's positions are as far as what this case is. To stop snitching, we need to stop snitching, right? You know what I think we need to stop doing? I think we need to stop doing stupid shit and getting arrested. Why don't we do that? Why don't we stop doing stupid shit and getting arrested? Once again, these guys were being investigated because of guns and drugs. That's what the case is about. Guns and drugs. If this case is about guns and drugs, I want to know what 6ix9ine had to do with any of this shit. 6ix9ine wasn't a part of guns and drugs. So this case has to do with guns and drugs, correct? What 6ix9ine snitching on? 6ix9ine could snitch on the people that robbed him, which he didn't, I don't think. But that's not guns and drugs. 6ix9ine could snitch on Shotty running around with the hammer in the middle of fucking New York City, but they got him on camera. They don't really need him to snitch on that. He's on camera, right? What else could 6ix9ine snitch on? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the shit that 6ix9ine could snitch on, as far as we know, the public, have nothing to do with guns and drugs. Now, could he have been around some of that shit? If he was around that shit, it's not 6ix9ine's fault. It's the people who were actually committing the crimes. Why are you gonna let this dude that is obviously not a gang member involved in your fucking? Why are you gonna let people that's not involved in your fucking, that's not a gang member, being involved in your gang shit? That don't make sense. Why would you do that? Why would you, right, take some dude that's a young dude, a rapper, very impressionable, somebody that you know is not going to stand up to cross, somebody you might think won't stand up to cross examinations, right? Why would you allow for this individual to know crimes? You understand what I'm saying? So there's a point where we have to think like, you know what, maybe even if he is snitching, which I'm not saying he is, because we don't really know at this point. My point is, what could he snitch on? Yeah, we literally have video footage of Shotty running out, jumping out the whip with the hammer. We got video footage of Shotty standing in the fucking the vestibule, the lobby of a building, holding a nigga up and stealing a shit. We have actual video evidence of this. I don't understand why they would need 6 testimony when they have video evidence of these things happening. You understand what I'm saying? But they have video. You understand what I'm saying? They have video evidence of the crimes. When you have video evidence of the crimes, you don't really need a person to say that was him. You understand what I'm saying? There's a story that somebody put out that 6ix9ine actually got jumped in. I don't know, whatever. But I think that Treyway in general needed to just be a little bit more. You got to keep shit separate. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there was no reason in the world why 6ix9ine should have been involved in these shenanigans. Period. Anyway, let's move on. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about something else. We keep hearing that these prisons over in Sweden are so bad, terrible, and disgusting, right? Who believes that? Show of hands. Who believes that those those prisons over there in Sweden where I'm just fucking. Who believes that those videos are bad? You believe that those videos are as terrible as they making it out? I mean, videos. Those prisons are as terrible as they making it out to be. You do not think that those prisons are as terrible as they're making them out to be. Can we have a quick vote? You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about fucking ASAP Rocky. I want to know. I want to know. You believe that these prisons are absolutely the worst? You do not believe that bullshit. Shout out to Vix for the donation. Appreciate you. She said, you hope you had a good night. For it was okay. King Louis, I really do appreciate you, but with the way that the word that's in the title of your name, I have to remove comments. Would you mind just watching? I appreciate you being here, but okay, so we have Google. Let's check this, right? Okay, so here's one picture of a Swedish jail that they have. That jail did not look bad. I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that there is a possibility that they have him in a fucked up spot. There's no reason why not. I think that if they want, when they arrest you, if they want, of course it's political. I think he's set up. If they want, they can put you in any old jail. I'm pretty sure they have. They said that they have a dude in there throwing shit. So I 100% believe that he's in a facility for the mentally ill. I could 100% see that. I could 100% see that he might be in a facility for the mentally ill. If they got a person that's banging his head on the wall all night, and then the same guy is slinging feces all over the place. So I'm like, what? But this is the point that I want to make. Those type of countries, they pride themselves on having treating their people well, whether their people are law-abiding citizens or not. So I can definitely see him being in a situation where they might have sent him to, if he's saying, if what he's saying is true, that they sent him to a mental health facility, an asylum or something, rather than sending him to a prison. Because as far as I know, Sweden is one of those countries that actually have pretty good prisons. This can also be a situation where he's just lying because he doesn't want to be locked up. He can definitely 100% just be lying. He's like, I don't want to be locked up. There's no women in here. You know, I'm laughing at shit, but he could be lying. It could be all cap. That's a fact. But I think he was set up. I think that was I think that was a setup. I mean, I think it was a setup. Period. Those people followed his they weren't follow. This is the impression that I think people get wrong. Everybody thinks those people were following ASAP Rocky. Those people were following his his security. So for whatever the reason is, those two dudes, they were following his security. They wasn't following ASAP. Look, man, we live in an effed up world where everybody want to be the super tough bad guy. You want to know what they should have did? I'm going to tell you what they should have did. They should have took their ass to a motherfucking store that had its own security and then let them motherfuckers handle it. That's what they should have did. That's what they should have did. They should have took their ass to one of those stores, right? And then let the store security handle these guys walking around following us. You got to be smarter. You understand what I'm saying? Work smarter, not harder. No, I'm not drunk. What up, Gooch? You got to work smarter, not harder. You understand what I'm saying? So the bodyguard didn't take the kid's headphones. The dude hit the bodyguard over the head with the headphones. The headphones broke. And then after the guy hit the fucking him over the head with the the dude hit ASAP's Rocky's man over the head with his headphones and broke him. After he hit the guard, the security over the head with the headphones and broke them, then he's like, yo, but where's my headphones? Nigga, you broke them shits. Get out of here with that. What's up, Raymond? So yeah, that's crazy. So they went into a store. We live in this weird world where you can't do nothing. If you carry yourself like a law-abiding citizen, you a punk. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the weird world that we live in. You can't be a law-abiding citizen. If you carry yourself like a law-abiding citizen, people will make fun of you. I'm a grown man, and I've literally had other grown men make fun of the fact that I'm smart. This is crazy. Facts. I'm not gonna go into it, but I've literally had grown men make fun of the fact that I am smart, and I don't even think I'm that intelligent, to be honest with you. I mean, average at best. But I've literally had people. I'm a grown man, and I've literally had people make fun of me about the fact that that I'm intelligent. So you gotta understand, this is how the world works nowadays. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is backwards. That's why whenever people tell me something about they don't believe in the Bible, this and that, and the Bible's a lie, it's man-made, and all types of other weird shit, I'm like, yo, look, you can't tell me that you don't believe in some shit that's actually coming to pass. Up is down, left is right, cats and dogs is living together in peace. This shit is crazy. Nah, I didn't see the video of the dude running up on John Cena. Send me a link to my email or to IG. People are like, you understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand, we live in a weird world. You understand what I'm saying? We live in a world where people aren't going to talk negatively about you because the thing you're doing is bad. People are going to bash the thing that you're doing because of their feelings about you. So you can do everything right, and you know, they're gonna bash you because of their feelings about you. And whenever I see people do that, I take into consideration, you know, that sounds like what was going on with Jesus Christ. So you can't tell me that the Bible isn't on point. You understand what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened with Jesus Christ. Because of people's personal feelings towards what he was doing, him as a man, and no matter how relevant, no matter how good it was, no matter how positive he was trying to be. Because I'm going to tell you what people are going to try to do, right? Wait, what did Bosco do? What did Bosco do? No. He said it was filthy. He said it was filthy. He said it was dirty. He said the food was bad. So that's why. So that has directly to do with the way that it looks. Oh, somebody ran up on him with a camera. I was on the train yesterday, and some dude was like trying to film me or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. All I know is that the back of his camera was facing towards me, and it looked like he was trying to do it on the low. I called him out on it. And then I said, yo, you here with your homeboy? Your homeboy got his child with him. Why you doing clown shit? Like, how you gonna be hanging out with your homeboy? Your homeboy got their family with them. You doing clown shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what if me and you was to mix it up? Your homeboy got to jump in. He got his little kid with him. You feel me? Like, y'all guys got to start thinking. Running up on a wrestler, that's retarded. Well, yeah, people voted for Trump. This is what they wanted. You have to understand this. They're 100% a ton of Americans in America right now, grown adults, that are happy that Trump is doing what he's doing, or happy that those children are going through that torture that they're going through in them concentration camps. There are grown people in America that agree with those kids going through the terrible conditions they're going through. Think about that for a minute. Later, Hassan. I don't. I think Tracy Morgan is funny in spots. I don't really consider him. I think he's a good character. He does good characters. I never really actually saw Tracy Morgan as somebody who they could just get on stage and riff. You understand what I'm saying? I never seen that. I never seen Tracy Morgan as an individual where he could just grab the mic and bam. I never really seen that in him. But I think Tracy Morgan is good at creating characters. No, I like Tracy Morgan. I think that some of his character, I think he's really good at. There's gonna be few characters that you will ever see on any sitcom that's gonna be better than Hustle Man. Period. Very few characters. As far as being a not a main character in the show. Like Hustle Man, that was a dope ass character. And it wasn't just a dope ass character because the concept and the idea was dope. It was a dope ass character because of the way that he played it. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, we will have I don't know how to say El Shabazz Justice. We're gonna have Justice on tomorrow for morning coffee, where we're gonna be talking about a lot of political a lot of things that deal with the way this nation is currently, and hopefully we could also discuss ways that we could fix a lot of our problems. We will have Justice on tomorrow. Thank you about that, Hassan. I'm just not all the way here today, so I absolutely forgot to plug tomorrow. Well, this is so the other day I was having a conversation and I said there's something that you got to understand, right? Just because there's a lot of people in a group, that doesn't make the group right. People like to believe sometimes that because there's a lot of people involved in whatever that's being involved in, that in reality what that does is that makes them right. Oh, see how many other people that we have agree with us. How many people do you have that agree with you? You understand what I'm saying? That doesn't make someone right. You understand what I'm saying? And the best example of that is look at Nazi Germany. In Nazi Germany, you had a whole entire nation that believed that it was okay to throw people in concentration camps. You had a whole entire nation that believed that it was okay to take a peoples that was different from them and then hold them prisoner, basically, for no other reason other than the fact that they were different. You understand what I'm saying? So when you look at people that say, that's why I'm always skeptical of individuals, just me talking. That's why I'm always skeptical about individuals that want to talk bad about other people, but they don't have no real reason to really, to hate a person. Like they don't have a real reason. Their reason is I just don't like them. Like if you ever tell me that your reason for not liking somebody is that you just don't like them, that says more about that you don't not like them. You have an actual issue with yourself. In order for you to explain to me why you don't like that individual, you have to expose what you find in yourself to be the issue or the problem. You have to expose the issue or the problem that you have with who you are. So therefore, you can't tell me why you don't like that person. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't give me a rational, real reason because you understand like the problems that you actually have more to do with who you are and has less to do with who the other individual is. Who had reasons? You're talking about Nazi Germany? Nazi Germany had reasons to be upset and angry. They didn't have reason to put those people in concentration camps and put them in ovens. I can't believe you're saying they had reasons to put people in ovens. Forever Enlightened. Hold on one second. Forever Enlightened. Are you saying that Nazi Germany had good reasons to round up millions of people and put them in ovens? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Because you just said they had reason, though. Not for nothing is deep. So you just said that they had reason. Literally. It says it right there. What are you talking about? You just said that. They did not have reason to put anybody in ovens. There is no reason to be putting anybody in ovens. I don't care. And grandparents and old people and everybody else, rounding them up, putting them fucking little places to hold them until you could extinguish their lives. There's no reasons for that. So if that's what you're trying to push, I guess, you know, don't say shit in here if you don't want me to call you on it. I don't think they had a reason to be mad at the Jews. Okay, one, we're not talking about people. I'm not going to kick you, but we're not calling people names, all right? Okay, so I'm going to explain something real quick. You want to know why it gets me upset when I hear black people talk about how much they hate white America sometimes? Sometimes. You want to know why it gets me upset and why it pisses me off? Because you can't give people power over you, then be upset at how they wield that power. We give power away, right? We decide that we're going to take all of our economic power, all of our economic strength, and put it into companies that we know for a fact are in black-owned businesses. Okay, so this is the BBN network, right? We're trying to get a fund thing going, right? So we're trying to raise some funds so we can have a BBN cookout thing. I was calling it Frost Fest. I like that name, right? The way that we're funding it, I don't want donations. Listen, the way that we're funding it is go buy some merch, right? So that's going to help us fund the event. We're going to buy some merch. If we get a good amount of merch sold, then I'm going to go partner up with some other people that might want to bring their platforms over to the event, right? So hold on. But you know what we as a people do? We as a people are going to say, I want to go to the event. I think the event is going to be dope, but I don't want to fund the event. I don't want to help fund the event. You feel me? Because that's how we think as a community. Now, you let it be a different race of people and you tell them you're trying to do an event and you're the same race as them, they're going to be throwing money at the bitch. So we can't be mad. All right, I'm tired of this guy. So we can't be mad, right, at individuals that use our power against us. Because what do you think that they're doing when these companies, what do you think these companies are doing? They use our power against us. They use the understanding and the knowledge that black people are going to fight against each other before they're going to fight against us. Black people are going to try to hold each other back, so we don't even have to stop hiring. We don't have to attack them economically. We don't have to take their communities and take funds away from their communities anymore. We don't have to do any of that. All you got to do is have a black person with a plan and an idea, and the other black people are going to hate them. You're going to find there's going to be so many people that's going to hate that black person. There's going to be so many people that's going to try to stop that black person from succeeding that we don't even have to work towards doing that shit anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all you have to do. Literally, that's all you have to do. Look, every morning I'm going to talk about the Frost Fest. We're going to talk about that every morning, right? Also, just for everybody that knows, for the people that actually do want to come and actually have shirts, you're going to have to order immediately because them shits take like a month to get there. So the Frost Fest is supposed to be August 17th, the weekend of August 17th. If it actually starts going, if we actually get enough money together by the 22nd of this month, right? Today's the 11th. We're going to give it we started it yesterday, so it's going to be 12 days. If the first 12 days we could get a decent amount of money together, right? Also, I'm going to try to have special hats made also. So that's a whole nother story. But if we could get the monies together to have it go, like, we 30, 40 people, that would be a win. If we get 10 people, we get 10 people. But understand that the way that we're gonna buy food and everything is gonna be dependent on how much merch is sold. That's how we're gonna know how many people will be coming. You understand what I'm saying? So cop some gear to help fund the project. Period. If we don't get enough funding for the project, we can't do the project. That's period. I already have people behind the scenes that's ready to come grill, that's ready to DJ, that's ready to do shit. That, you know what I'm saying? I already got people behind the scenes. If by the 22nd we reach our financial goal at that point, then I'm gonna start speaking to individuals to come and perform. We're gonna try to have some artists come perform. We're gonna have some artists come perform. Maybe we get a couple of comedians. Maybe also get a couple of hip hop artists. I don't really care what kind of artists. We're gonna try to have some artists come perform. We're gonna have food, not drinks, because that would be, I can't sell drinks or give drinks away. So we're not gonna have drinks, but we will have food and try to have a family type atmosphere. It is what it is. No, the problem is we don't spend money with each other. Like, okay, so you could go cop a shirt, right, to help fund the project, right? I'm explaining. You could go cop a shirt to help fund the project, right? So we got 129 people in here right now. If 100 of these 129 people that's in here right now go cop a shirt, we're gonna have a project. Period. We got it. We're gonna have it. If 100 people that's in here right now, 100 of the people that's in here right now go cop the lowest price shirt that we have available, we're gonna have a function. Period. It's happening. We got 73 likes right here, right? If 73 people, 74 people go right now, cop a shirt, it's on. You understand what I'm saying? So, but we don't do that. We don't support each other. I'm pretty sure that if another people put up, yo, let's get some money together to stop the BBN jump off, they'll probably get more money than I am to stop the thing that I'm trying to do. You feel me? So I'm going to tell you something I do, right? I'm going to tell you something I do. I do something like what Mexicans do. Shout out to Mexicans. You know what Mexicans do? Mexicans always spend money with their own. Like, even if they're going to go spend money some other random place, every day a Mexican, it seems from the ones that I've seen, spend money on their own, because they be walking around selling fruit. They're gonna sell out. Mexicans that you see in New York City walking around selling fruit and shit like them niggas sell out. What up, Jason Myers? Them Mexicans, yeah, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. Over here where I live, right? They have these Mexicans that take a shopping cart. turned the shopping cart into a fucking grill, and they sell fucking what's them shits? What's them shish kebabs? They went, turned the damn shopping cart into a grill. I lie to you not. Turned the shopping cart into a grill, and them motherfuckers sell shish kebabs at the fucking bus stop. And them niggas sell out. Them niggas, this shit is retarded. Them niggas stole a shopping cart from somewhere, turned that shit into a fucking grill. They sell shish kebabs, and them niggas make a grip every fucking day. And that's a fact. They know how to be peaceful towards one another. That's a fact. That's a fact. You feel me? But we don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? We'll rather try to be happy with tearing another color person down rather than trying to lift another color person up. You understand what I'm saying? So person of color, you know, period, just in general, black person, whatever, however you want to call it. But, you know, we do too much of that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we have a bad habit, people in general have a bad habit of calling somebody a liar, not because the person actually lied. The person just said some shit that you don't want to believe. Now, the person say something that you don't want to believe, that doesn't make them a liar. That just makes them an individual that told you some shit that you don't like. That's it. So if somebody tell you some shit that you don't like, that does not mean that you're fucking a liar. That don't mean those people are lying, that person's a liar. That just means that they said something that you don't like. There is a big difference. You understand what I'm saying? But that's what we do nowadays. Somebody say something we don't like, we be like, yo, that person's a liar. That person ain't a liar. They just said some shit you don't like. I think in order for your company to be successful as a black person, you can't market it to black people. I'm sorry. You cannot market your company to black people and be successful unless it's like you're marketing it to black women. If you're marketing your company, your business directly to black women, you can be successful. Like them soaps and everything. I need to get some myself. Them soaps and everything, right? You could be successful with that. Cosmetics, you could be successful with that. You understand? The black soaps and everything that actually do help, and it's better for our skin. That's a fact. You could be successful doing shit like that. But if you're a regular business, like a moving company, let's say, you can't try to market yourself to black people. You got to market yourself to white people, because there's tons of black people that will use your service just off the script that white people fuck with you. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it a stack. There's a ton of black people that will use your service only because white people fuck with you. That's why that's why they'll use your company. They're not going to use your company because some black person said, yo, that's a dope company. No, we don't have as many black people that'll do that. That's the point I'm trying to make. But we do have a ton of black people that if they hear that the white people fuck with you, they're going to be like, yo, I'm going to try that shit out. You feel me? You have to know, you want market. If you're a black company and you want to be successful, I'm telling you right now, you cannot market yourself to everybody because you're going to run yourself too thin. Just market yourself to white people. That's a fucked up thing to say. You want to be successful though, market yourself to white people. Because when you market yourself to white people, there's going to be Asians. There's going to be a ton of other races besides white people that's going to fuck with your product. It's a sad thing to say, but I'm telling you. When you realize that nowadays hip hop, and when you realize that nowadays rap music, I don't even want to call it hip hop because I'm not talking about hip hop. But if you realize that nowadays rap music is not directed at black people, I do know that, right? Like rap music isn't directed at pulling in black people. Rap music is made more so people who are not black could vicariously live through lyrics. I do know this, right? I do know this, right? Like, I'm not up here talking shit. No, I wouldn't say Mexicans have more wealth than black people. I mean, we have a billionaire rapper. They don't have more wealth. They're just more economically responsible when it comes to their people. They spend money with their people. Perfect. Like, once again, perfect example. Once again, perfect example. Perfect example. Right? Oh, and I'm going to explain to you what the real problem, why a lot of people in white America want the Mexicans out of here. No, I just gave you an example. There are a ton of rich black people. Mayweather, what the fuck? I mean, do I have to just, you want me to just go down a list of rich white people, rich black people? They just spend, Mexicans just spend their money. Mexicans just spend their money with other Mexicans. You listening to what I'm saying? The black dollar is the most powerful dollar in America. What are you talking about? This isn't even I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing with you because you either don't know what you're talking about or you're saying shit that's random for no reason. Anyway, perfect example. Once again, we have 129 people in here. 129 people, right? If every single person right now goes and buy a fucking t-shirt, BBN t-shirt right now, can we get a link up? We're having Frost Fest. Frost Fest is happening. If 100 of these people go right now, buy a t-shirt, Frost Fest is happening. It's a fact. No, he was trying to have a race conversation. He was trying to make me say something racist. I know what he was trying to do. That's why he had to stop talking, because he knew he was about to get kicked. He was trying to get me to say something racist. Most likely he's filming it, and he's trying to get me to say something racist, most likely. So they could later go like screenshot the shit or whatever and then take my words out of context. You understand what I'm saying? Jason Meyer says, brother, if you have ever worked on a factory or construction job, you may have seen that the Mexicans will put all their food together, sit and eat together. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to tell you what I did do. I used to live in Georgia for a while. I actually worked for one day at a onion, picking onions. I've worked with Mexicans a couple of different times, but I'm going to tell you about this one event, and I'm going to tell you about another. You know, these dudes, they don't, like he just said, they didn't show up and everybody had their shit separate. The motherfuckers on the way to the job stopped off at the store, pulled their fucking money, bought the things that they wanted, and then came to the site. The shit was crazy. Okay, so I used to work for Flat Rate, right, in the Bronx. They have this place called Flat Rate. Shout out to, appreciate you, Deontay, right? So it's a moving company. So I worked with Mexicans. I worked with Mexicans, and I worked with what's the other dudes, like in America we think they're Mexicans but they're not. Ecuadorians. I worked with Mexicans and I worked with some Ecuadorians, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. Ecuadorian. I have never in my life worked with some people that was so easy to work with. They were just easy to work with. They were just easy to work with. We went to work, we did our job, we went fucking home. If you needed something, everybody looked out for everybody else. Motherfuckers would not like you, but wouldn't watch you to sit there and be hungry. I didn't have that issue because I had money, but there was like when you come and you knew and you don't got no money yet, niggas will not like you, but won't let you sit there and be hungry. They will not like you, but won't let you sit there and be thirsty. Like, I've never seen this shit. I know up until that point in my life, I had not ever seen no shit like that, where people 100% not like you, but they will not let you do it out. And the reason why they wanna, a reason why a lot of people want to get Mexicans out of the country have more to do with the fact that they send so much of their money back to their homeland. So in reality, it's actually, they're actually bad for the American economy. It's funny to say. They're actually bad for the American economy. I'm keeping it a stack because they send so much of their money back to Mexico. So they're using the American dollar to to boost they're sending the money back to Mexico. So that's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of people that want them to not do that. So when you understand why a lot of people in southern states really dislike these guys, is because they got Mexicans that come to their town, make money in their town, and then send that town only got but so much money in it. You got to understand this. The town only got so much money in it. You have to have something in the town that draw people from outside of the town to the town to spend money in that town. Then that town starts getting bigger because there's money from other towns coming to the town. You understand what I'm saying? But what Mexicans do is Mexicans who come work and live in that town, and they've got family back home. So now they are working, living in that town, and now they're sending that town's wealth to Mexico. So that's one of the reasons why a lot of people in southern states don't like Mexicans, and they're hard workers. You gotta hire them. What the fuck? They're hard workers. I mean, that's a fact. Fuquan, the people from Arab countries also send money back to their countries from the bodegas. That's a fact. But the difference is New York City brings in money from other places around the world. So even though that's happening, it's not destroying the neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? It's not destroying the Bronx. It's not destroying Manhattan. It's not destroying the neighborhood. These small towns, it's hurting their economy. What up, Bree? You understand what I'm saying? So that's what the argument is. But once again, we have 136 people in here. Everyone, at 100 of the people that is in here right now, go cop merch, go cop one shirt. We'll be able to have the Frost Fest. Yeah, like, we have money that you got to remember. New York City is like the biggest tourist destination in the world, damn near. So we have money that comes from all over the world, that comes from other places, and then comes to New York and gets spent. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why, that's why that's why cities want to have a basketball team. Cities want to have a football team. Cities want to have a baseball team. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you have something in your city, in your town, that's drawing money from other regions, you're improving your own economy of that town, of that city. You understand what I'm saying? It brings in revenue. Thank you, Eric Mack. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of people are upset at Mexicans, because Mexicans come, they work hard. You can't deny it. If anybody ever tell me that a Mexican don't work hard, you either a liar or you got that one Mexican. These guys work hard. But like I said, the problem is, well, usually people from other countries come to America and work pretty hard, to be honest with you. we have a weird culture over here. Us black and white people, I'm talking about specifically. We have a weird culture where a lot of us feel entitled for different reasons. And so because there's a feeling of entitlement, people don't work hard. You understand what I'm saying? So they expect things to be given to them. They expect things to be handed to them. A perfect example is people don't consider what I'm doing right now as work. This is work. For the most part, I have to be up on current events. I wake up. I'm assuming that I'm at least entertaining 132 people currently. This is actual work. Other people go live, and you got individuals that go live, and I'm not knocking nobody. If you go live and you get one person, salute to you. You feel me? But you got individuals that go live and get like 3-4 people in they live. Be live for like 6 hours with like 3-4 people the whole time. So I'm saying that to say, and I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just saying that to say, like, this is an actual job. I had somebody talk about I said I'm gonna be doing the Patreon thing, and they was like, "Oh, you trying to make money?" Like, I'm a grown adult. Shouldn't we all be trying to make money? I don't understand some of this shit. Also, we will be bringing back a Tonight Show. It's gonna be a different format. It's not gonna look like this. It's gonna be a different format. We are going to turn like the Hawk on who? What y'all talking about? What you talking about, Haraces? No. I don't think welfare made black people lazy. I'm gonna tell you what did. Oh yeah, yeah, like why not ain't I supposed to be trying to get money? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. Us as black people went so many years not able to get a decent job that people just got used to handouts because there wasn't work. You understand what I'm saying? Also, you got to understand when you have, let's say, a city like Detroit, right? So Detroit, they used to have plants where they made cars and shit, right? And then you remove those plants, but you have a lot of capable workers. What are you going to do? This whole entire area has been MK Ultra. That's a fact. No work, depression, drugs, crime, jail. It's a fact. So this whole entire region, they have capable workers that can't find jobs. Why? Because the jobs don't exist anymore. Why don't the jobs exist anymore? Because rich white people or rich companies decided that if they move these same jobs, these same positions to a different country, it'll be cost efficient. It'd save money. America does need to make it more feasible to for companies, these big companies, to produce in the country. Like they need to have some kind of tax write-off. It's a fact. There needs to be some kind of tax write-off, or there needs to be a real big how do you say import tax, right? Because if the import tax is big enough, that means that they're going to have to raise the price of whatever the thing is that they're importing back into the country, and then raising the price of whatever it is that they're importing back into the country. What that can actually do is that can make it so they'll price themselves out, and a company might go under unless they actually start manufacturing in America. You feel me? So they have to figure something out, though. That's a fact. What up, Devontae? Ricky Savage says, shout out Frost. I think in a minute he about to say some stupid shit and get kicked. Every time somebody come in here and they be like, yo, shout out to Frost. I hate that bitch ass nigga that be their next line, yo. I'll be like, oh man, not another one of these guys. Probably the same dude. He about to say some weird shit in a minute. Watch. That's what they do. They say something nice to me. And then as soon as I see somebody say something nice to me, I'll be like, here you go. Oh man. It's every day. It's a fact. I'm like, oh man, here we go. What was I just about to say? Shout out to you though, Mr. Ricky Savage. No, there's more white people on welfare than black people by a large margin. And in those particular states, it's a red state. So that's the thing that kills me, that they always try to say these blacks, them Democrats is trying to give everybody a free ride. But the majority of people that's actually on welfare is in red states. It's in states like they're actively voting against their best interests. You understand what I'm saying? They're on welfare, but they voting Republican. like, just to be honest with you, just to be honest with you, if you're on welfare, you should not ever be voting Republican. If you get government aid of any kind, you should not be voting Republican. That's voting against your best interest. But you know that people do that just in general. You understand what I'm saying? Once again, if you are trying to get us to do Frost Fest 2019, if you're trying to help us do Frost Fest, you need to go cop merch. We got 127 people in here right now, right? If 100 of those people go cop merch, Frost Fest is happening. I might have to get a permit. You understand what I'm saying? Permits cost money. I may be able to get it. I'll be able to get a permit. But that's not the point. I'm still gonna have to pay money for the permit. You're waiting on the $12,000 check. Just forget about it. But wait, I don't know. Venom actually donates to the damn channel. I was gonna be like, get out of here with that shit. But he actually donates to the channel. So shout out to Venom Records. Let me be quiet. Anyway, so if everybody buy one t-shirt, do you understand what I'm saying? We'll be funded and we could get it. If we don't have the funding by the 22nd, then we're not gonna be able to do it. I don't know. We see. If Corey King show up, we gonna do it. If we can't have the funding by the 22nd, then we're not going to be able to do it. So the funding needs to be in by the 22nd so it can give me enough time to prepare everything. So if the funding is not in by the 22nd of this month, that's 2 weeks. If the funding isn't in the next 2 weeks, then we're going to go in a different direction. Yo, wasn't there a TV show called Rags to Riches? Hold on. Why in the hell is my damn... Yeah, this is a Rags to Riches. There was a TV show called Rags to Riches. I hate when I fucking camera. Come on, camera. There we go. There was a TV show called Rags to Riches. Oh shit! Yo, is that fucking Gina? Is that Gina? Oh shit. That show never existed. You funny. Oh shit. Gina was always fine though. That's a fact. Oh shit. That's fucking Gina. She do look like the Juggernaut. That's a win for you for even saying that stupid shit. She look like Iron Man. Look how fucking she got that Iron Man shit right. That's fucking. There is a female Iron Man in the comic books and shit. That's she got the fucking Iron Man shirt on. Like, what's going on over there, girl? Why you Tony Starking it for? What the fuck is going on with you? Shout out to them. Shit, that was Tisha Campbell. When does this show come on? Hold on, I just want to know. 87 to 88. Rags and riches. How the fuck they got rich? Ain't none of them. They don't even. Don't tell me they all had the same father. I never even watched the damn show. I just knew of the show. I ain't watched that shit. Hell wrong with you? I ain't watching that. Rags to riches. I'm surprised the rapper didn't make a song Rags to Bitches yet. Hags the Bitches. I'm surprised the rapper ain't make that song yet. Oh, a rich guy adopted them. I have no idea. Shout out to Renee Ricketts for knowing the fucking plot of that shit. I had no idea what the hell was going on. Shout out to you, Renee Ricketts. That's a real shout out, by the way. Oh man. Fake Mr. Drummond. That's probably why they got the idea from. No, first of all, before she was on Martin, wasn't she on Rags the Bitches starring Gangstalicious? Did you mean the rhyme? Before she was on Martin, she was on a House Party. So she was rapping. She was out there. She was on a House Party. Yeah, I liked House Party. Matter of fact, a lot of these rappers, they need to really. House Party was the first time that we had a rap artist actually make successful movie like that. Like we had movies before then, right? But House Party was the first time that a successful movie was made, a good successful movie. Once again, we got 121 people in here. If everybody goes and buys one T-shirt, we can fund the project. I am not ever taking homies over any chick I'm dating. That is not going to happen. Now, with that being said, if I have a girlfriend that knows at 7 o'clock, me and my people get online because that's the only time that we can get online to play 2K. And she decides that at 7 o'clock every single day, she's going to try to do something to make sure that I can't get online with my friends. I'm going to be like, why are you doing this? Like, why? What's going on over here? Why can't I hang out with my friends this at 7 o'clock for an hour? We ain't talking about nothing too much Soulfly. We switching up topics. Pause granddad. I said something weird. I'm assuming you're not calling me granddad also. So shout out to that. Oh yeah, that is from the Boondocks. You like pause granddad. That's a fact. Once he might be up to some shenanigans. You still buffering? All right, cool. Damn, I did that many Takashi videos. This shit is crazy. All right, good. Actually, I heard that a lot of other YouTubers was having the same problem. So the problem isn't just here. So other people had the same issue for a while. I don't know if they still going through it. Cream Law said, "Talk to you nice." There's some chick that keeps telling me to talk to her nice. What the hell did that mean? Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I'm buffering again. I don't know what the fuck that shit was about. Yeah, we might be getting all types of different strikes right now. That's a fact. Also, on the Patreon channel, understand this. Patreon, exclusive Patreon videos is going to go up once a week right now. So once a week, we're going to have exclusive Patreon videos just for everybody to know how the Patreon is going to work. Currently, right now, once a week, we're going to have exclusive videos. Hopefully, I'll be able to bring some content. I already know I'm going to be able to bring some content over there that's going to be a lot different than what we do over here currently. So once again, we're about to go out anyway. So screw all that other stuff. So once again, just so we can be clear on this, if you want to help fund the Frost Fest, what we are gonna need is we're gonna need for everybody to go buy one shirt. Everybody, I need everybody to go buy one shirt from the merch. Also, for everybody that knows, if when you come to Frost Fest, you have on merch, there's going to be free shit. You understand what I'm saying? If you have on merch and you decide to come to Frost Fest, you are going to be able to get free shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I want everybody to understand this. If you have on merch and you come to Frost Fest wearing merch, the person wearing merch is going to be able to get free shit. We haven't 100% decided on everything yet. I'm going to have to see how much permits and everything else is going to cost before we can go much further with that. But before we could do any of that stuff, we have to have funding. So please, everybody, go cop a shirt. If you want to, if you're coming to the event, cop a shirt. If you're not coming to the event, but you want to help out with the event, cop a shirt. The winter's coming. You might want to get a sweater. The winter's coming soon. You might want to get a sweater. Them sweaters is comfortable as shit. That's a fact. With that being said, yo, look, I love y'all. Everybody, please enjoy y'all day. Have a great Thursday. Everybody have a great Thursday. Please, we have to learn how to not hurt others. Sometimes it's not about helping individuals. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to help anyone, but we should be actively trying to prevent ourselves from hurting anyone. We have to actively be trying to make sure that if we can't help somebody, at least we're not hindering them. You understand what I'm saying? So let's try a little bit harder to not get in other people's way. Let people be great. Just let people be great. There's no reason in the world why we shouldn't be encouraging others to be their best them. When you see foolery, when you see effery, don't applaud it. Don't shout it out. Call it for what it is. Hold those people responsible. You feel me? Start holding people responsible for their bad behavior. Start doing that. If we all hold each other responsible for our own for people's bad behavior, people will stop acting like terrible people. Hold people responsible. That's what we need to start doing. Hold people responsible for their bad behavior. And us ourselves encourage positive behavior in each other. Encourage a fostering atmosphere where we won't let other people fall by themselves, where we are at least giving an individual the opportunity to do better. All you can do is lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink. You can give somebody the blueprint. You can't make them read. You can give somebody shoes. You can't make them run. But let's think about how we can help others. And then if that person doesn't want that assistance, that's their right. We're not going to stand there and browbeat them. We're not going to insult them. We're not going to tear them down. But what we will do is we will give people the opportunity to do better. A lot of people would do better if they just had the opportunity. Shout out to Vix. She said, grab your merch. Lady Shouts tea is so comfy. Appreciate you. Once again, everybody, please go cop a shirt so we could try to have this Frost Fest that we want to have towards the end of August. We're shooting for the weekend of the 17th, but we have to have our funds ready by the 22nd, by the 25th of this month. Pardon me. Let me make sure I get the date right, because I keep saying the wrong date. By the weekend of the 26th of this month. That'll be the week right before August begins. We need to have all of the monies that we're going to use in the week before August begins, so we have an opportunity to set everything up and get everything ready. So if I see the monies coming in where I can be able to get in contact with people, have people at the event, I'm going to try to get a couple of artists to come. I'm going to try to get a couple of artists to come and perform. I'm going to try to get, people, maybe we could get in contact with some people like food vendors, and we could have some samples and stuff out there that, people that, stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to try to make a couple of things happen, but we have people buying the merch so we could be able to fund the event. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. # Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.